Your purpose in life is to find your purpose in life and then give your whole heart and soul to fulfilling your purpose. Welcome to Time to Win podcast. It's not just a podcast, it's the official personal growth locker room of life where champions just like you gather to cultivate their courage, create a life-changing game plan of success, and celebrate their wins. I'm RJJackson, your personal growth coach and host, and I'm committed to seeing you win. As a professional speaker and growth coach for over 3 decades, I've worked with and inspired thousands to grow their greatness and transform their setbacks into a comeback. And now it's your turn. It's time to win. So if you're ready, grab something to take notes with. We're about to dive in. Let's go fight win. Hello, my friend, and welcome back once again. And if this is your first time, welcome to the Locker Room of Life here on Time to Win podcast. It's me, your girl, RJJackson, the Courage Giver, your mindset coach, speaker for your next event. And listen, don't forget your friend to the end. That's right, that's me, here to encourage you to go from stress and struggling to purpose and prosperity. I'm a firm believer that we were born to prosper and that God desires for us to prosper and be in good health. And that, my friend, that's why I'm always talking about prosperity. Now, I believe it's the promise. Now, I'm not just talking about any old type of prosperity. No, not casino prosperity, not lottery prosperity. Girl, not even 9 to 5 prosperity. Nah, none of that. None of that, my friend. When I talk about prosperity, I'm talking about holistic prosperity. Holistic prosperity, my friend, is way bigger than this measly earthly definition of prosperity because God has so much more for us in store to enjoy on this side of heaven. So when I talk about holistic prosperity, I'm talking about more than financial success. I'm talking about living a life rich in fulfillment, abundance, and well being. I'm talking about nurturing your mind, your body, and your spirit, and aligning your choices with your deepest values and passion and God's will for your life. Listen, when we talk about prosperity, we are aiming to thrive in every area of our life, cultivating emotional richness, spiritual depth, physical health, and yes, girl, financial well being as well. We're not going to leave that out because the more we have, the more we can give. And the more we give, the blessed we are, right? So, we're not going to leave out financial, but we are not going to focus on that's the definition prosperity. It goes deeper and wider than financial gain. So I want to say I'm happy that you're here. I'm excited about this opportunity to speak life into your life. And if you're ready to take some steps towards discovering your purpose, let's just take the journey together because I believe we're created for connection and I believe we need each other to survive. So, as we prepare to embark on this journey, let's take a moment and be grateful for the people who have paved the way for us. And let's hear a little bit about the people who have done so. I'm going to tell you about the people who believe in me, who make this podcast possible to come to you to share information that causes transformation in your situation so you don't have to live where you're dying and you don't have to die where you're living. Take a moment and hear from our sponsors. We'll be right back after this.
Are you an entrepreneur, solopreneur, or mompreneur doing your best to build your empire, but feeling stuck, isolated, and overwhelmed? Are you struggling to stay afloat in your business, but believing if you just had a little help, someone supporting you, or if there was a community of trusted women you could collaborate with, you'd be okay. If so, the red carpet has been rolled out just for you, and the doors are open to the Inland Empire's #1 women's mastermind group. Visionaries, influencing, prosperity. The ultimate sanctuary for growth-minded women who believe community is crucial. Prosperity is their birthright, and they were born to be a VIP. Come join us. We have a seat for you at the table in a safe space where your skills are sharpened, your business is elevated, and your hope is amplified. Experience the power of community, collaboration, and celebration. Become the VIP you were born to be. Visit thecureforwomen.com. That's thecureforwomen.com and apply now. But hurry.
Shine bright like a diamond.
All right, my friend, let's go ahead and dive in and get down to business. And the business, well, it's the business of you finding your purpose. I mean, have you ever felt like life was like a puzzle? I don't know if you've ever put together a puzzle or not, but putting together a puzzle has really never been my favorite thing to do. But I really enjoyed watching my dad put together puzzles because he loved putting together the puzzles. Like he would have those 1,000 or 10,000, 10,000 piece puzzles, and he would just do it for hours, then go take a break, go do something else, come back the next day and keep at it. Well, if you've ever felt like life was a puzzle, but you were missing one crucial piece, I want you to learn some lessons from my experience as well as my dad's experience of putting the puzzle together because life, it really is sometimes like a puzzle and putting the pieces together. And sometimes it's like, I can't find this one piece. And maybe it fell on the floor, or maybe you're just overlooking it, or maybe the kids came along and picked it up. I don't know. But I know this, it's there and we're going to find it. Just like the piece of the puzzle that you feel is missing for your purpose, it's there. You are a complete package. Nothing is missing. Every single thing you need in order to succeed. Girl, it's like Prego soup. It's in there. It's in there. So let me reassure you today in our conversation that we are going to take the steps to help you discover your purpose. So today's episode is the response to another one of those amazing questions that we receive from our community. So if you're a part of our community and you are sending in questions, we say thank you. We love knowing how we can best support you. And I always say, I rise so that you can shine. So today, I'm going to call her Constant Joy because she is an avid listener. So I definitely don't want to put her name out there, but we're going to call her Constant Joy. Matter of fact, that's what she brings to the group, constant joy. And there's nothing like living life with constant joy. And one of the ways to get to do that is really the response to her question. It's about living life on purpose. And so Constant Joy says, I have been feeling lost and unsure of my purpose lately. What steps can I take to find clarity and direction? And I want to say thank you, Constant Joy, for inspiring this conversation today. It's your bravery and seeking the answers that helps us do better and, more importantly, be better. So thank you, Constant Joy. We appreciate you so much. And I'm going to actually let you know, like, I get it. Like, I seriously get it. Believe it or not, if you haven't heard my story, since I was like 16, I wrote a list of what I was going to do in life, the things I wanted to accomplish, by what age I wanted to accomplish them. And I've pretty much accomplished everything on my list. Well, almost everything. And it's been a great journey. And how many of you know it's not about the destination, it's always about the journey? And in my journey of purpose, life happens because that's why we're living, right? So some people would say, and I say it too, I had an accident. I like to put a comma there because I honestly believe there are no accidents. I believe everything is divinely ordered on purpose for a purpose. And that what the enemy comes and brings to our life, because we all know the enemy comes to kill, steal, and destroy, but what he brings to our life that is meant to harm us, God always turns it around and uses it for his glory and for our good. So I had an automobile accident, and that accident changed my life, sort of. It changed what I knew as life because really it didn't come to change my life, it came to make my life better, even though the circumstances and the result of the accident certainly doesn't seem that way. So I was left in a wheelchair, left with a brain injury. I'm now out of the wheelchair. I'm walking hands free, getting around much better. I still suffer with the brain injury. I still have memory loss. I still have a difficult time processing, understanding, memory. Yeah, I still live with that, but I don't let that keep me down. As a matter of fact, I don't let it get me down. Now, now, but I did. And to answer Constant Joy's question and to speak to that, I let it get me down so much at one point that I really started questioning my purpose. I really started asking, like, God, why did you spare my life? What was the point and the purpose? Like, I don't even know who I am. I don't even know what I'm supposed to do. And I certainly don't know how to do it. So I get it, Constant Joy. I was definitely confused on the journey and searching high and low for clarity. And honestly, I started searching in all the wrong places. And what I mean by that is, I started being so quote unquote desperate to get the answer. I started asking other people their opinion, paying coaches for direction and information and doing all this stuff to find the answer until I woke up one morning and I realized the answer has always been inside of me. Like, it's been inside of me. Yes, I needed people to help guide me. So there's nothing wrong with coaches. I mean, hey, I'm a coach, right? But I don't tell you what to do. I don't even tell you how to do it. My goal is to guide you through it, whatever it is you're going through, to help you get to where you're going to. So, coaches are important, but we're not here to tell you what to do. If you find a coach that's telling you what to do, run, Forrest, run. I'm just saying, run. Okay. So, I should have been running. I should have been running away from all the information that I was receiving because it was not causing transformation. And there's no point of having information that does not cause transformation. And that's what I like to give you, an experience of transformation so that you can get clarity, so that you can overcome the confusion, the doubt, the fear, the rejection, the shame, those things that are holding you back and keeping you down. So you can answer the question, what on earth am I here for? Because when you know your purpose, life has meaning. You know what direction to go in, you know who to tell no, you know who to say yes to, you know when to go, how long to stay. And you don't know the answers right away, but when you're in that journey of purpose, oh, you know. You know in your nose of nose, you know, in your gut, in your heart, you know. But are we going to listen to that still voice that God has put inside of us to lead and guide us? That's the question. So I said all that to say, I get it. I get it. I get it. So, what I want to do is share with you three steps that you can take that I took to get me back on track. Because how many of you know we get off track? But it doesn't matter if you get off track. What matters is you staying off track. What matters is not that you fall. What matters is that you don't get back up. That's what matters. It doesn't matter how many times you fall down. What matters is how many times you get back up. And in falling down, learn the lesson and forget the detail. Get back up and do it again. Do better and be better, right? So let's take some steps forward to get back on track. Are you with me? Awesome. Be sure to have your pen and paper ready. You're going to want to take notes. It's going to be quick, it's going to be fast. Don't forget to go back, listen to the replay, save this podcast episode for those tough days. So you can go back and say, wait, I got this. I got this. Let me take another step. Let me find out what a step is and take another step. So here we go. Well, first and foremost, when I found myself laying in bed wanting to keep the cover over my head because I couldn't do what I love doing, I couldn't travel the world anymore. I wasn't able to encourage people. And after I had my wake up call, I really had to go inward and stop looking outward. And as I went inward, I had to ask myself some really important questions. And one of the most important questions I had to ask myself was, what really mattered most to me in the moment? And what I discovered was when I put the light on my values and my passion, the realization helped me see what really brought me joy and what was my purpose in life. And here's what I found. I enjoyed serving other people. I enjoyed encouraging other people. I enjoyed reminding people of who they were. I enjoyed listening to people to let them know that they mattered and someone else cared. I didn't lose that ability. I lost my ability to walk. Well, let me go back. For a period of time, I wasn't able to talk, but I was able to use my hands. Now, I couldn't think that well, but I was able to process something. And clear as day, I heard God say one day, get on the computer. Remember, God will always make a way for us to do what He's called us to do if we say yes. So I was like, get on the computer for what? Like, seriously, I can't even talk. I can't even hold a conversation, put a sentence together. Why am I getting on the computer? Well, I didn't have the answer to why. I just knew it was important for me to say yes and to get out of my comfort zone, get uncomfortable, take a leap of faith, and get on the computer. And that's exactly what I did. And it proved to be phenomenally phenomenal. I built an audience and a community that was over and beyond my expectations, what I could even think or imagine. And it wasn't really so much about building the community, it was about purpose. It was about connecting with people and doing what I love without having to do it with inside the box. I was able to get outside the box, use a different strategy, use what was in my hand, and live life on purpose. And whew, what a feeling. Listen, if you're struggling, if you're stuck, if you're feeling as if you're lost and you don't know what your purpose is in this stage of the game. Go back and reflect on your values and your passion. Realize that there's something that you love so much that will connect you to people and help them grow and help you live your life on purpose. After all, purpose is not about us, it's always about other people. As I think back on those days when I felt so lost, it's this strategy right here that was really the game changer for me. It was really digging in deep and asking myself, what do I truly value and enjoy? So let me ask you, what do you really value and what gets you excited? As I shared, for me, it was really about realizing how much I love connecting with people and helping them grow. Although I couldn't do it in the way I knew, it didn't mean I couldn't do it. So if things have changed for you, That doesn't mean your purpose have. That doesn't mean your purpose has. So think about what makes you jump out of bed in the morning because figuring this out is a huge step towards your prosperity. Once I got a handle on what I love doing and how to do it in this new framework of life, I started seeing other ways that I could continue doing what I love and living life on purpose. I felt it was like uncovering a hidden treasure within myself. And that takes me to the second step that I want to encourage you to take. And that's to look at what you're naturally good at. And maybe you have a way with words, or you're just great at helping people feel at ease. You see, recognizing our strengths can show us exactly where our purpose might lie. So, what are you good at? Make a list of all the things you're good at. You'll be surprised, absolutely surprised, at how they will work as you work your purpose. So let's move on to step number three. And as I shared with you in step number two, I really started embracing change and a new way of doing the exact same thing that I love to do, just in a different way. And so, as we take step number three and being ready to try new things, which literally puts everything into focus, step number three is really important. It's about taking action. Like, just go for it. Just get on the computer, RJ. Stop asking so many questions. Stop trying to figure it out. Stop overthinking it. Be willing to try something new, do something different. After all, if we keep doing the same thing, we're gonna get the same results. So, whether for you it's a new hobby or volunteering, really it's about getting out there because that's the best way to find out what really fulfills you. So, don't just think about it, do it. Get out there and make some boss moves because you'll discover something you never knew about yourself and the value that you bring to others. When it comes to purpose, I love the saying that says, your purpose, oh, and my purpose too. Our purpose is to find our purpose and then give our whole heart and our soul to fulfilling our purpose. And like I said, step number three is about diving in wholeheartedly. It's about finding out what you are meant to do and realizing it's not a checklist. It's something that fills you up completely and brings joy into every day, not just for you, but for you to give away. Are you ready to dive in and discover your purpose and really go after what makes you happy? Because now is the time. This is the day. You are the person. You got to make some choices. And I promise you, change will appear. Now, is it going to be easy? I don't know. I don't know what it's going to be like, but I know it's going to be rich and rewarding, not just for you, but for other people who not just for you, but for people who are waiting to connect with you because that's what purpose is all about. If you're ready and you're not sure which step to start with, let me walk with you. Let's journey together. Don't try to do this thing by yourself. Come on over to the Winner Circle at the Cure for Women at thecureforwomen.com and be a part of the Winner's Circle and join us in the Winner's Circle. Listen, we got you. We want to see you win. We want to see you live life on purpose because when you're living life on purpose, you're inspiring others to live their life on purpose as well. I don't know if it's step number one, number two, or number three for you, but I do know this. The path to prosperity starts with one step forward. And now's the time for you to take that one step, to be bold and courageous. Stop overthinking it, stop worrying, stop doubting, stop fighting with yourself, and start fighting the good fight of faith. You got this. Think about it. What is important for you to do, the next step for you to take? Is it reflecting on your values and your passion? Is it step number 2 that says explore your talents and your strengths and build on your values and your passion? Or is it step number 3, being willing to take action? Try some things out. Try something new. And if you have to, try the same thing you've tried, but do something different in your efforts. Because sometimes we just quit and give up too soon. We'll try something, but we'll only try it for a second when we need to try it for a minute. You know what I mean? Like, don't give up so quickly. All right, my friend, we've come to the end of our time together today, but also the beginning of you walking on that path of prosperity and fulfilling your purpose. It's time to heal, grow, and prosper. And this is your winning season. If you are inspired to further clarify your goals and embrace a life of prosperity, I'm here to help you. Reach out. And like I said, let's journey together towards unlocking your full potential. Thanks for hanging out with me again today. My world is brighter because you are in it. Remember to drop a review and tell a friend. And don't forget, come back again next week. We'll be here waiting for you in the locker room of life on Time to Win podcast. So keep going after what lights you up and shine bright like a diamond. And oh, please remember, you were born to prosper. Thank you for listening to Time to Win. I recognize that you appreciate the value provided in today's episode, and for your gratitude, I'm giving you a Time to Win VIP listener badge. So head on over to timetowinpodcast.com. That's timetowinpodcast.com and claim your badge and gain immediate VIP access to more of our next level resources and opportunities, including details on the huddle, a table for 10, the Cure Circle, and the Cure Retreat. Because you've enjoyed today's session, you can also express your gratitude by rating, reviewing, and returning next week with a friend. Oh, by the way, be sure to screenshot today's episode and share it in your Instagram and Facebook story or on your favorite social media platform. We'll look forward to seeing you again next week in the locker room of life, here on Time to Win. And remember, the best time to win is now.